Well, the Brisbane Lightning have locked in their spot in the AWIHL finals. So nothing to play for in terms of playoff positioning for these two teams, but it should be an interesting game anyway as we welcome you to the Boondall Ice World in Brisbane. It will be the Lightning taking on the Inferno in the second of this back-to-back, and it is the final regular season game of the 2024-25 season. Michael Pepicelli in commentary for you on AWIHL.tv. You can catch us on YouTube. Make sure you tune in there. And joining me in commentary today is Andrew McDougall. Andrew, not a lot for either side to play for, as I mentioned, with Sydney losing to the Ice earlier this afternoon. So Brisbane will know that they've made the finals, and they'll still have a pretty tough matchup, though, against his Perth Inferno side, which is locked into third. Or second.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I think both teams, despite not really much to play for, mate, I think both teams will be wanting to finish the season strong, obviously, because there is a little bit of a break now before the finals rolls around. So I think they'd want to finish off this regular season in a positive note.
Absolutely. Last night it was the Inferno getting the better of the Lightning. 3-1. Catherine Bailey was the star with a couple of goals. As we get going here, and it's Mahoney straight away, firing on goal. Pretty lightning start from the Lightning as they look to get Perth on the back foot. If Sydney had have beaten the Ice today, it certainly would have been an interesting story coming into today's game, but Sydney unable to keep it going after getting the win last night in Melbourne, but not to be today. So Perth will be locked into second and taking on Melbourne, although that matchup has been locked in really for the best part of a month now, with Adelaide having clinched the top spot. Well, officially clinching it last week, but holding on to that top spot for the majority of the season. Clark Crumpton looking for Malcolm. No players rested from either side. Looks like all the big guns are out there for both teams. Thought maybe Perth especially might have taken the opportunity to rest a couple of players, but I guess with the exhibition series against the Ducks last week, they already took that opportunity. Clark Crumpton looking into the slot, blocked initially. Well defended by LaPlante. Clinic, who's been Brisbane's top point scorer this season. And if they're going to make any noise in the final, she's really going to be the one to have to put the team on her back in a lot of ways. Not a big goal-scoring team, the Lightning. Haven't scored more than 4 in a game all season. But on that same token, they haven't conceded more than 4 in a game all season, as LaPlante can't make something happen. Lily McClellan trying to get out of the defensive zone. 3 Lightning players with her. And eventually it's extracted by the Lightning. No one on the end of that pass. Brown will keep it in the zone. Here's Mahoney now. Dangerous pass for Crompton. Shot blocked. Perth having to do a lot of defending early. Yeah, our first stoppage of the game. Going to be
Not a lot
Perth
happening at
penalty.
the moment, Michael, in terms of opportunities on goal, and you're quite right with both teams actually not resting any players. It looks like we have Perry and King in net for either team, same as yesterday. And you're talking about the Lightning as well, the goal scoring. It has been an issue. They are the lowest scoring team in the competition in terms of goals for. They only scored the 34 this season, so you're definitely right in Clinic having to have a big final series.
She does lead the team in goals, Clinic. She's scored 10 of them. And here she is, firing towards goal, but not on target. No real problems there for King. Here's Clinic again. They are on the power play, Brisbane, which is another area which has been a real struggle for them this season, as Clinic tries to send it into the slot, looking to create some chaos in front of King, but here come Perth on the breakaway. Salmons is one of Perth's 3 players in the top 5 in total points on the season, which is sort of a wonky stat when you think about it, to have 3 of the top 5 on one team. Of course, Scala leading the way, MCC and Salmons also in that top 5. Just shows the individual quality that the Inferno have, and that's why they've been so imposing this season. Talk about Brisbane struggling to score goals. It's really the opposite problem for Perth. They score a lot, but they do allow a lot as well on occasion. Could be their downfall during the finals potentially. Costa at the point. Playing this patiently, Brisbane, but Perth defending well. They are the best team on the kill this season, the Inferno, going at just under 80% for the season. Clinic drop pass for Crompton. Heavy contact. Brisbane, despite being able to keep it in the zone the majority of the time, haven't really been able to fire off any dangerous shots. And Perth have successfully killed that penalty. So back to full strength. Goonan put her body on the line. Acker's buzzing around trying to cause some chaos for the Brisbane defence, and she's doing a very good job of it, playing very high. At the moment, the Inferno on the forecheck. And at the moment, they can't even get it past their defensive goal, going all horizontal. Eventually, they do get it into the neutral zone, but Georgia McClellan, I should say, the only player there, to her sister in Lily, who gets it over the blue line. But Perth unable to really make much happen. Mahoney now, still in control. Crompton, one way then the other, into the slot. Unable to get on the end of it, Abby Brown. Here she is again, but no one on the end of that, and Perth are going to escape. Salmons. Perth native initially, spent some time playing overseas. Anna Maria College in the States, D3 NCAA. She's back in the country though and starring for the Inferno. Here's Scala, talk about NCAA stars. Here she is again, Scala. Leading the comp in points. Shot blocked. Clark Crompton. What can she create? Not much on this occasion. She was outnumbered. Here she is again though. Second opportunity. Perth being patient at the moment. Keeping it in the zone. Lukoviak off the mark. Off the rebound. Clark Crompton. Perry's over the top of it. Not to be beaten this time.
Really good job from the Inferno just to kill off that penalty kill and the Lightning power play earlier, and then generate some offense in their zone as well. It's probably one of the best opportunities they've actually had to get some bodies in front of the net and a bit of a scramble to try and poke one home.
And as you mentioned earlier, Andrew, two of the very best in the country in net. Perry on one side and King on the other. Well, it won't be super easy for either side to score. Rapchuk laid it off for Clinic, who can't hit the target. LaPlante keeps it in the zone. One of Brisbane's numerous imports who have had an impact this season. Ali Fisher in there as well, who's another one. Looking for Molnarova. Clinic at the point. Looking to make something happen. LaPlante, Fisher, Molnarova, they combine again. Fisher, dangerous around goal. Rapchuk. Can't find her target. Novatsis will get it out of there for Perth. McClellan helping it on its way. With all Brisbane to recover. And they've turned defense into offense pretty quickly. Here's Clinic again. Wraps it around the boards. Costa can't get on the end of it, and Perth see off another attack. Malcolm lays it off for Clark Crumpton. Through the neutral zone, it's cut off. Brophy taking it all the way herself. Straight at King though, off the rebound. The Perth defence gets back in numbers, and here is Salmons. Dangerous here for Brisbane. Eventually the numbers get back though, and put an end to that opportunity for Sarah Salmons. Scala involved, trying to get it to MCC, but it's deflected. And a little bit going on off the play. Scala and also Brophy. The latter's going to be headed to the box.
A couple of chances for either team. One at one end with Salmons breaking free for the Inferno for an opportunity for Perth. As we see some penalties being handed out. And there was an opportunity there when the Lightning had a shot on goal and the puck just couldn't settle for Kate Barber in front of the net. Almost looked like she had enough room, open net to fire one away. So we're starting to see a few opportunities now.
That we are. Perth tend to get a lot more shots on goal than most of their opponents. Something they've done very well over the majority of the season is get another penalty call and you might be 4-on-4.
We see a call for tripping against the Brisbane Lightning. So it might open up the game a bit now where both teams will be a bit more free-flowing. It's been a bit stifled, I think. Not many clear opportunities between either team. So we'll see what happens here.
Up against the board. Rapchuk trying to dig it out. Eventually she does. Cross goal with the pass. Brisbane just cycling the puck at the minute. No one really there in the slot though, and that's easy pickings for the Perth defence. Out of danger from Bailey. Crompton recovers. Malcolm putting on a half-hearted forecheck. Able to disrupt Crompton a little bit though. Here's Bailey again, who was the star last night for Perth in terms of scoring. Into Brisbane defensive territory. Here's LaPlante, who's really come into her own in recent times. Getting a bit more active offensively as well, the defender. Trying to create an opportunity. Couldn't get on the end of it. They'll reload. Crompton to Clinic. Who's that LaPlante? It's a ladder. Fisher. Back to LaPlante. Crompton. Little error allows Perth to get the puck out of the danger zone. They'll have to reload again. Will Brisbane as the power play comes to an end. So another successful kill for Perth. Molnarova. Under immense pressure. Koviak able to get a stick in. 8.5 minutes to go in the opening period. No score. Not too many clear-cut opportunities for either side either at the moment. It's Perth gate. Mackenzie lost control. Had to go backwards for Lakoviak. Molnarova able to keep it in the zone for Brisbane as they make a couple of changes. Costa through the neutral zone. Goes Mahoney, looking to go all the way. King cut off the angle, but she sets up Clinic. And she got them on the fake before firing it home past King.
Well, we've spoken about Lindsay Clinic since the opening puck drop. The one player that's put the Lightning on her back this season. And that's a career season in goals now for Lindsay Clinic. So going from strength to strength for the Brisbane Lightning each season. Just sliding in from the high slot. Getting the pass from Courtney Mahoney, who just held on to it. Found Clinic, who just buried one past King.
She is so dangerous in front of goal. Really coming into her own, as you mentioned, Andrew, a career high now in terms of goals. Still only 22 years old. It is still in a lot of ways a very young Brisbane Lightning team. Of course, you've got the experience of Costa and Hokert in defence, but a lot of the main offensive threats for the Lightning are still pretty young. Mahoney and Clinic in particular. Bailey trying to get it towards goal, but it was straight at Perry. And it's been a little bit chippy in the early going. Of course, Samantha Brophy's been in the thick of it.
It's a really good save from Perry. Not having a lot to do so far in this game can be a tricky one, that sort of shot from near the blue line. We're talking about, Michael, the Brisbane Lightning, the goal scorers in their age, and the last power play that the Lightning had, there was an opportunity there for Abby Brown to rip a one-timer off a pass, and she decided to go back across ice with another pass. And I wonder if last season Abby Brown would have ripped that one home. She scored 7 goals last season, struggled to find the back of the net this season. But I'd love for Abby Brown to find some confidence in front of the net.
Just the 1 goal for her this season. Does have the 4 assists though, for 5 total points. One of their alternate captains, only 23 years old herself. They have been pretty good defensively though. I did mention earlier they haven't conceded more than 4 goals in a game, and for a side that hasn't won too many games, it's a pretty good number. As McClellan tries the one-timer, but Perry up to the challenge.
Yeah, they have only conceded 54 for the season, so that's the lowest in the competition, the Brisbane Lightning.
Perth on the other hand, have conceded 58, or 59 now. McClellan, another shot, but it's gloved by Perry. And despite Brisbane maybe not having the most successful season, having a goalkeeper like Perry is going to keep them in a lot of games, even for their semi-final against Adelaide in a couple of weeks.
Absolutely, and those sorts of shots, they'll like that, the Brisbane Lightning. Just a wrist shot from the blue line, and Perry's got clean vision, can see that all the way. That's perfect.
Here's McClellan again, looking for a passing option. Off the mark that time. Rapchuk up against the boards. Salmons and trying to take it off her. Eventually does so. Also can't find a target. Brisbane having to defend though, really ever since scoring that goal off the stick of Lindsay Clinic, who had a 3-game point streak come to an end last night, but she didn't waste much time scoring in this one. Del Basso again, playing just game number 5 for the season. Could be a wild card for Perth coming into the finals, Olivia Del Basso. She scored 8 points in her 4 games coming into today.
Has been absolutely massive. It's got a really good release too on her shot, so it off the stick, it goes quick to the net, so a real big asset for the Perth Inferno late in the season.
30 seconds left with the extra for Perth. They force Perry into a save, and now the scramble off the rebound because she couldn't quite glove it. Lily McClellan involved. Puck rolling on its end towards King. And Perth will reload, but not much time left in the power play. Brisbane's kill unit has been not too bad this season, ranking 4th in the comp. It's fared far better than the power play unit. There's Crompton from beyond the blue line. Easy save for King. Koviak now locked up. Barber and Crompton, nice move, Crompton. Couldn't find someone on the end of her pass though. And Perth now spending a little bit of time on the back foot. Here's Barber again. Keeping Perth in the zone. Eventually they get out. But straight to Clinic. Takes it over the blue line. Forced to stop in her tracks. Well confronted by Lukoviak. Fisher up against the boards. Lorna Rover's in there as well. We've seen a lot of this. A lot of the puck getting trapped in between a few players. And here's Perth getting it on the move. Into the offensive zone. Nice drop pass, Scala. Shot off target, Clark Crumpton. Straight at Perry.
Really good job defensively from the Brisbane Lightning. We've seen one earlier from Madison LaPlante to get back on Salmons and just get the stick lift, just to disrupt the shot on goal. And the same thing happened there when Olivia Del Basso was looking to fire one. I think it might have been Lindsay Clinic doing it at both ends of the ice, just getting in there with a stick lift, and Del Basso unable to get enough on it.
Defending has been the strength of this side all season. They play low-scoring games, the Lightning. It's Rapchuk looking to go from one end to the other. Well done, Irvine, to get a stick in there and hold her momentum. Now it's Perth with a chance to attack, but Rapchuk able to get back and lend a hand. Barber's going to try and chase this down, or it's Crompton in fact. Stuck up against the boards once again. Irvine. Crompton getting in there as well. Abby Brown also. Perth able to escape though. Through the neutral zone. Costa missed it. Didn't cost her too much though. Mahoney, what can she create? She's difficult to stop once she gets a head full of steam, but her shot's partially blocked. Back into the slot, and King forced to make a save.
Well, it's been all Courtney Mahoney and Lindsay Clinic so far in this first period for the Lightning. And you're quite right, you give Courtney Mahoney enough space and daylight, she can finish him with the best of them. King does well to keep it out.
Fisher's going to try it. King able to close off the angle. Malcolm shoots it into the zone. No one home though for Perth. Five shots on goal each as we approach 2 minutes to go in the opening period. Salmon's had an opportunity there that went begging. Bailey back over the blue line. Dixon will retrieve. Bailey coming right up to pressure her though, and Dixon now all of a sudden has a bit of a problem. Scala's in there as well. But Dixon is able to get it out. Brophy. Finds McDonald. Perth's defence though, up to the task. Here's Clark Crompton. Drops it off for Scala. Rapchuk got her stick in the way. Scala again. Those two work so well together. Del Basso involved as well. Koviak at the point. She'll get it back. Dangerous pass for Scala. Looking for MCC. Can't get a stick on it. Del Basso again. Turns it over to Rapchuk. Under a minute to go in the period. Can Brisbane find a second? Rapchuk. Going down the right wing. In Boyd, but Barber couldn't quite get the shot away. Looking to go one touch, just didn't quite work out. Del Basso will fire it into the zone so she can come off. It's been a period largely dominated by Brisbane, it feels, despite the shots on goal tally being pretty even. We're not going to get a chance to fire one before the end of the period. And as we do go to the first intermission, it's Brisbane leading 1-0. Lindsay Clinic is the only goal scorer. We mentioned their spot in the finals is already secure, Brisbane, but they look like a team with something to play for, Andrew.
Yeah, absolutely. Lindsay Clinic, Courtney Mahoney, Katrina Rapchuk, all looking really, really solid for the Brisbane Lightning. And you're quite right. It has felt like the Lightning have dominated despite the shot count. We'll see what happens with the Perth Inferno in the second period.
Nothing to play for officially, I guess, for either side, but we've got a good game on our hands in the final home and away season game of the AW season. It's Brisbane leading Perth 1-0 as we go to a break. Not far from a start in period number 2 here at Fundle Ice World. It is the final game of the A-Dub regular season. Brisbane leading Perth 1-0. Both of these sides will be featuring in the finals in 2 weeks. Sydney's loss earlier in the day to Melbourne means that Brisbane are already in the finals regardless of what happens in this game. My name is Michael Peppicelli. I've got Andrew McDougall with me. And Brisbane seemed to dominate that opening period despite the shots on goal numbers being pretty similar and despite just having the 1-goal lead. As Perth have it in their zone and a bit of a nothing shot at Perry.
I do wonder, Michael, if you're the Brisbane Lightning coaching staff, you know you've locked in a final spot because of the Sydney result, and you want to try and get something going, especially offensively. If you just say, look, just play freely, release the shackles a little bit, go out there and just play hockey, don't overthink it, and feel good about yourselves.
Well, if you think about it, I guess going up against Adelaide in a couple of weeks, it's probably going to have to be what they're going to have to do, because Adelaide certainly play that way, and they score a lot of goals, even against a defensive team like Brisbane, and even against a goaltender such as Perry. They get so many shots on goal that they're going to score a few of them at the very least. So they're probably going to have to find a way to manufacture more goals than they're used to scoring if they're going to have any chance. They can't quite make something happen from that attacking foray. Here is Clinic. Hits it straight to Clark Crumpton though. And Perth, you wonder if they're going, I guess, 100% in this one, considering they've been locked into their semi-final matchup for a little bit now, and top spot's been taken off the table. They do have all their guns out there though, including Scala. Leads the competition in points. Del Basso trying to get it back to her, but sniffing that out nicely was Clinic. And she's going to take it all the way here and try the shot, but straight at King.
Well, Lindsay Clinic, once again, just getting forward and able to find space and time to fire a shot away. But that one was straight at King. He was able to hold on. And I was just thinking about your comment with the Perth Inferno. There is a 2-week break between this last regular season game and the final. So it is interesting to see whether or not they are 100% or they know they can get to the gold medal game. They know that they're second on the table and they've been one of the premier teams over the last few seasons. So it will be interesting to see the mindset that they've got today.
Of course, they did take an opportunity to rest a couple in their series against the Ducks last week. So maybe by doing that, that signals the intent to play everyone today. Here's another one of their guns, Georgia McClellan. Dangerous pass, but no one able to get on the end of it. Brisbane defending it just well enough. Here's Acker, in fact Salmons it is. Taking it over the blue line and behind the goal. Backhand pass to Malcolm. Into the slot. Got through the gap though. Mackenzie unable to get her stick on it. Perth trying another attack, but the Brisbane defence able to see it off. Irvine, Lukoviak. Dangerous pass, straight to Barber. And over the blue line. Barber with an opportunity. Irvine, though, did so well to poke it away. Now Costa in centre ice. Turns it over. Chance for Perth here. Clark Crumpton and Scala combining. They do that so well, those two. Del Basso. Forced to retreat. Brisbane putting the pressure on. And they've got a chance here, but Molnarova able to win it back. Fisher trying to set up Molnarova. Scala gets in the road. Not out of danger yet though, Perth. Molnarova again. Fisher. No one home. And Clinic's going to have to retreat in the neutral zone. Fisher can't get a block on. McClellan, that's Lilly. Lost control of the puck. Now fighting hard to win it back. Gets help from Novatsis, who just came on. But Clinic able to come away with it. Here's Molnarova. Takes it over the blue line. Fisher lends a hand. Acker couldn't quite get it out of the zone for Perth. So now McClellan's going to try. She's successful. Lukoviak has a head of steam. Gets around Costa. But maybe a little bit of a heavy touch. Couldn't get a shot away. Everyone lost the puck there for a moment. So Perth back in the zone. Costa there. Lily McClellan putting the pressure on her. And she's done well, McClellan, to take possession of the puck. Salmons, one way then the other. The bank pass to Georgia McClellan. Perry had to use her stick. Salmons and Malcolm combining. Georgia McClellan slap shot. Well off the mark. Bailey now. Salmons also looking for Malcolm. Not that time. Not out of it though yet, Perth. Into the slot. Salmons was bodied out of it nicely. And here is Mahoney. Plenty of momentum behind her, trying to set up Clinic, but couldn't. That was dangerous there for a moment, as that'll be called icing.
Well, it's all Brisbane to start this period. They had the better of the chances. The Inferno were going forward, but weren't really getting much on. But that line of Malcolm, Salmons and McKenzie really started to get to work there for the Inferno, and they trapped it in. So they're starting to... Feels like the Inferno are starting to get the wheels turning a little bit in this game.
Georgia McClellan also looking so dangerous at the point. Generates a lot of power behind those slappers, and if she gets one on target, it'll be very difficult for Imogen Perry to stop. Chance now for Brisbane with possession. Crompton. She's another one for Brisbane who can really lift and get creative on offense when she's up and about. Maybe hasn't been at her best at times this season, but we've seen it over a long period of time. What she can produce, that'll be icing again.
Yeah, it looked like Salmon's not quite at the red line there, and the officials have called that for icing. A player that's a favourite of mine is out there today is Fisher. Ali Fisher for the Brisbane Lightning. Just a really good, solid, strong two-way player, especially down low behind the net. Has a way of being able to find the puck and feed it out in front, so look out for that today as well.
4 goals and 3 assists for her in her first season in Australia. The native of Wayzata, Minnesota. Plenty of imports have been making an impact for the Lightning this season. And here is Fisher. Can't get that one over the blue line. That Chuck will have to go back and recover this. Under pressure though from Scala. They're able to see that off. Haven't really progressed though, the puck, Brisbane, until now. And this is dangerous for Irvine. Needs to be good, and she was good in the dangerous situation. Here's Clark Crumpton. Banks it to Irvine. Scala able to put the body on. It's coming back over the blue line again for Brisbane. McDonald looking to set things up. The plant has been busy. Wraps it around for Barber. Likewise, she does the same for McDonald, but the Perth defence strengthens. Now Dixon for Brophy. Del Basso providing the body contact. Turnover time. Here's a chance for MCC. She's been largely bottled up so far. And well held again on this occasion by Dixon. Perth still in the zone. Irvine for Clark Crumpton again. William McClellan's been very active on the forecheck. Right up against the blue line. Brophy able to get it moving forward before coming off. Here is McClellan. Nice pass inboard, but Novatsis couldn't find it. Costa, the sure hand in defence. Mahoney did well. Now they're over the blue line again. Calls for offside, but not heard by the refs. Possession one back for Perth. But immediately given up, and shot was wide of King. Mahoney off the rebound. Hoker. Not usually known for getting offensive. As here's a chance now for Perth. Salmons. Had it taken away from her. McKenzie. Brisbane holding up well defensively. Lakoviak now. Back to McKenzie, but able to put an end to that was Crompton. Nita having an impact at both ends of the ice. Clinic back over the blue line, and very quick on her skates. But Scala from beyond the blue line, easily handled by Perry. But geez, Scala got a lot of force behind that.
Yes, can rip him from anywhere. Here's Scala, who will finish the season, the regular season, as the points leader for the Inferno. It's a bit of a battle, isn't it? Just between the neutral zone, in the corners, along the boards. Not a lot of shots on goal in this period, and just battles in each zone.
Just to give you some numbers on how good both of these goalkeepers have been this season. Sasha King, GAA of 3.49 with a 91% save mark. She's the best in the competition this season. Perry not too far behind at 89.3%, and her GAA sitting at only just above 3. And another fascinating number I found, Sasha King has represented Australia, yet to allow a goal on the international stage, which is pretty remarkable. As Scala straight at Perry. They're having a tough time beating her, the Inferno.
And that's what Scala can do. You give Scala enough time and space to get the legs going, can create opportunities out of nothing. And that there coming down the left wing and just cutting back in and firing a forehand shot. So straight at Perry.
Georgia McClellan. Well saved by Perry. Once again.
We did touch on it before when I spoke about that line with Salmons and Malcolm McKenzie. It just feels like the Inferno are starting to get repeat entries or holding the puck into the blue line and getting repeat shots on Perry.
Well, so far she's been up to the challenge. McClellan back into the zone, but only as far as Costa. And here's Costa again. She's going to take it into attack. Little deflection meant she couldn't find Barber. Dixon, nice little move. And again, up against the boards. Gets it into attack. But it doesn't stay there for too long. Perth able to get out. And this looks dangerous. Is it Scala again? I think so, but off target again with the shot. Salmons now equally as dangerous. Can line it up. Gives off the pass instead. McKenzie. Salmons. This is the line that Andrew McDougall said is looking dangerous for Perth, and it's doing so once again. But Brisbane's defence has been pretty solid. And when they do get past the defence, Perry's been impenetrable. Lukoviak. Put the spin move on Mahoney. But she's turned it over. Bailey got in the way of the shot. And she's going to clear the danger. And maybe an opportunity for Salmons here. She's in a good spot. Shakes one defender out of her skates, but can't go much further than that. MCC. Looking dangerous. Can't get a shot away. Irvine will. But misses. Irvine doesn't get too many opportunities on goal. Mahoney weaving in and out of traffic. Still with it, Mahoney. Tried to lay it off to Crompton. Here she is now. Nita Crompton has an open path, but fires it wide. Brisbane's best opportunity of the second period. Just couldn't get it on target. Now Perth coming back the other way. High slot, Irvine. Can't find Scala, and things starting to open up a little bit. Mahoney, or was that LaPlante? It was the latter. Become a lot more attacking as the season's gone on. LaPlante again. You can see her growing in confidence. Here's Molnarova. She has it poked away from her by Georgia McClellan. Through neutral ice. Novatsis. Acker. There is some heavy body contact. Novatsis banks it. Looking for Acker, but LaPlante got there first. Molnarova able to maintain control. And she scores. Got it past King. Thought for a moment King might have saved it. But that's 2-0 in favour of Brisbane.
That's a really good finish from Molnarova. Just able to find space in the high slot and fire it home. That's goal number 4 for the season. But that all comes back to the pressure in the neutral zone, the Brisbane Lightning did a really good job not to allow the Inferno to break free from their defensive end. They just kept chipping away at it, breaking up the play across that red line, and they're able to chip it back into the Inferno zone, and Molnarova just able to find time and space and get it past King.
Takes her up to 9 points on the season, Sophia Molnarova. Late stages, second period. Perth looking for the immediate response. Malcolm keeps it alive. Behind the goal, working is McKenzie. Brisbane's defence, well, as it has for much of the season, really, has been really good. McDonald. Is it off for Barber? Playing just her 7th game of the season. Bailey. Bit too much on the pass, and here's Crompton. Playing very high, Brisbane, on that occasion, and they force the turnover. Crompton trying to find an opening. Nothing really presenting itself for her. Dangerous pass. Clinic couldn't get onto it. In fact, it was Brophy. Mahoney. Brisbane crowd willing the Lightning here. They can sense their team is on top. And their last chance this season to see them on their home ice. We know a few of them will travel. It's a great atmosphere at the O'Brien Icehouse during finals. Here's Costa! Straight at King. Perth struggling to get it out at the moment. Clark Crumpton. Through centre ice. Scala taken to ground. So too MCC. Dixon lost her stick. And she ends up kicking it to a dangerous spot, but luckily a teammate was there in Costa. And now the Brisbane skipper will reload. Nixon again. Molnarova, the last goal scorer. Able to win it back. Nice poke check. And Dixon been very busy in the last minute or two. McClellan under pressure from Fisher. Can't convert it into anything though, the Lightning. The McClellan sisters combine. Here's Abby Webb. Everything Perth tries is just falling apart in the neutral zone. Brisbane set up so well defensively. And Perth, despite being so potent on offense, yet to score a goal, and we're almost 2 periods down. Maybe that'll change now. Georgia McClellan, not long left, to her sister who can't fire a shot away. And it's been a defensive masterclass from the Brisbane Lightning, holding the potent Perth Inferno to 0 goals after 2 periods. Brisbane lead at 2-0, Andrew.
Yeah, just off the back of strong defensive play from the Brisbane Lightning, they get rewarded with another goal. Molnarova, terrific finish. And I think if you put your coach's hat on in the Perth Inferno, I don't think you'd be too happy with the play from the Inferno in that period. Just a lot of space in the slot for the Lightning. They want to tighten things up.
Brendan Lowick will no doubt have plenty to say to his players, while Matthew Meyer will be pretty pleased with what he's seen so far, with Brisbane leading Perth 2-0, third period after the break. Apologies, had a bit of an issue there with my mic. As you can see, we are underway in the third period. Brisbane leading 2-0. Mona over, caught offside. So it is the final game of the regular season in the AWIHL for season 2024-2025. Brisbane putting forth perhaps one of their most impressive performances of the season to date. Going up against Perth Inferno, locked into second. That can't change with the result of this game. And Brisbane being locked into fourth with Sydney's loss earlier this afternoon.
I know, Michael, we've spoken a fair bit about the Lightning today, and I think it's because we know what Perth are as a team, and I think the Lightning are still trying to find their way. And I think just looking back to last season when they had Emma Wuthridge, the Brisbane Lightning, a former Boston University and pro hockey player, played in Switzerland, played pro hockey in Switzerland, 15 goals last season. So that's what they're missing, the Lightning, and they're trying to find that this season.
Yep, and well, on the other side of things, when you talk about Perth, they've got about 3 players in that sort of 15-goal-ish range, although MCC's more assists than goals, but still, it's a luxury that not every team has. Of course, Adelaide have got a number of players who have scored plenty of goals. Melbourne can certainly be potent on their day. Shana Godfrey and Danny Butler and company. McKenzie looking for the cutback pass. Salmons can't get it through the angle, off the rebound. Perry somehow able to keep it out, but Salmons got there in the end.
Well, Sarah Salmons, Perry couldn't do anything else. A great save, diving to her right-hand side to keep it out. But the puck was loose and Salmons just slides in, able to lift it high into the corner and get the Infernos first of the game. And we have a game now with 16 and a half minutes remaining in the period. We did wonder what the Perth Inferno would do in that third period. I don't think the coaching staff would have been too pleased with their efforts across the first 2 periods. They've come out strong in this third.
That brings her up to 13 goals for the season, 28 points total. And she's only gone 3 games this season without a point. Sarah Salmons. She was able to knock that one over Perry and the thicket of bodies in front of her.
Just a consistent performer, Salmons. You think about coming back into the competition last season, 33 points, has got 28 points now with that goal this season. Just a consistent performer for the Inferno.
And it's not really like Perth needed another strong attacker with MCC and Scala already on the scene, but such a luxury to be able to add someone like Salmons coming back after playing overseas for a little bit.
And I think the biggest thing for the Inferno, when I look at their season, going into finals, players like Del Basso that we spoke about, but Catherine Bailey from the blue line as well, is not just a stay-at-home defender, can, as we've seen yesterday, can go end-to-end, coast-to-coast and score, can score from beyond the blue line, as we've seen in Sydney this season as well. So they're starting to find avenues to goal outside of those Scalas and Clark Crumptons.
Having those blue liners who can get forward and cause havoc, it's been, I guess, one of the many catalysts behind Adelaide's strong season. Perth starting to find a player or two who can do that as well. Of course, we know Georgia McClellan can do it. She's been doing it for a few years now here in Australia. And here she is, doing it on the defensive end as well. Del Basso, nice recovery. And Perth all of a sudden look invigorated. MCC's got the one-on-one, but she fires it over the top. Tried to cut back the angle on Perry, and almost did it successfully. Playing with a renewed vigour at the moment, Perth. Still plenty of time left in this one as Acker, beautiful poke check. Takes it over the blue line, doesn't have much support. Lily McClellan comes to help. That was a dangerous cutback pass. Lucky for Brisbane, no one there. And now it's the Lightning needing to step things up. They're on the back foot. And it's Perth's defence looking the stronger of the two. Crumpton can try and settle things down, the veteran. But she only knows one way. Full attack! Ricochets off King. Going again is Nita Crumpton. Lukoviak able to get in her way. Mahoney trying to hold her up. Here she is, Crumpton once again. Gloved by King with a little bit of a stare down afterwards. Those two know each other well.
Oh, two really good saves. One end, Perry on Clark Crumpton, the big blocker from earlier, and then that glove save there from King. And we were just talking about Catherine Bailey and McClellan for the Inferno off the blue line. But Crompton's another one for the Lightning, just able to jump up in the offensive rush and get forward and shoot pucks on net.
Got a whistle. Might have been an offside against Brisbane. Here is Bailey. Trying to work it out of the defensive zone, but not for long. Rapchuk. Pass cut off by Malcolm. Salmon's able to maintain control somehow. Here's Rapchuk again. LaPlante now. Bailey. Takes it over the blue line. Had the initial stop. Can't go any further. MCC will track this down. Scala. Just been kept quiet today. Almost got it back. Lukoviak now. Can't find the gap. Brisbane defence solidifying once again. Here's Clinic, inside, outside move, Molnar over. Well stopped by King.
I'm not sure if we have a whistle here. Some bodies that were getting crashed and bashed in front of King. King was able to make the save in the end and hold on to the puck. There was a whistle. I was trying to catch what the official was doing. I wonder if it's I think it might have been an elbowing call, potentially.
We'll get some confirmation on that in the next couple of moments, but it does look like the Inferno have their PK unit out there. Didn't quite see who that penalty's against. We'll get a read on that in a moment. Looks like it's Lukoviak in the box. So Brisbane have the opportunity on the power play. You can see Perry charging towards the bench, interestingly. Plenty going on.
So it looks like it's another penalty against the Inferno. So it's a big opportunity now for the Brisbane Lightning, and it looks like they'll have some 5-on-3 play for a short period of time. With Lukoviak hasn't been in the box for all that long.
Well, they're only going at 5 for 63 on the power play this season, Brisbane, so perhaps a 5-on-3 is just what the doctor ordered. The plant. They're going to be patient, Brisbane. Into the slot. Fisher couldn't get it away. LaPlante off the rebound. Salmon's fighting doggedly. LaPlante did well to keep it in the zone though. Clinic from range and can't get past King. What a fantastic save.
That's a big time save from Sasha King. Gloved it again. Just like the last one. Big shot to that left hand side of King. A big slap shot from Clinic. And the Lightning, they like to deploy Clinic up at that blue line and look for that big slap shot, and King was up to it.
Well, you know you're feeling it as a goalkeeper when you're just gloving them like that. And Sasha King has been in the zone really all season. Here's Clinic again. Probing. LaPlante back to Clinic. High slot LaPlante. Shot blocked by Salmons. She can certainly do it on the defensive end as well, Sarah Salmons. Rapchuk lost her stick momentarily, but Brisbane plenty of time with the two extra players. Nice move, Crompton. Perth putting the pressure on. Now Abby Brown over the blue line. Dumps it off for Clinic. Mahoney! King once again. And it's starting to get very physical off the play.
And I think there will be a penalty against the Inferno for that little in the neutral zone earlier when the puck was chipped out from the Inferno as a battle. I think it was Bailey in the neutral zone battling away. The ref did have his arm up, indicated delayed penalty. It might have been a holding call.
So we'll get all this cleaned up in a moment. 11:08 remaining in the game.
So if all these penalties, it really is a big opportunity. And you spoke about it earlier, Michael, the Lightning's goal scoring, and it's a big opportunity for the Lightning to put some pucks in the back of the net and try and find that offense.
So it's against Bailey.
They've called a slashing call against Bailey, I think. I thought it might have been a hold.
Well, that was what I heard. Sounded like a little bit. Well, it sounded like a little bit of confusion amongst the refs, even. But I think we got there in the end. So, well, I can't see Bailey out there, so I think they did land on the right number, and it's going to be 5-on-3 for a bit longer. Of course, no surprise when there's some rough and tumble to see Nita Crompton involved.
And I think, Michael, we speak about the Lightning, and this is going to try and generate their offense. If you're the Perth Inferno, you know you can score. We've spoken about Scala, Clark Crompton, Del Basso, etc. And you're in second place. You can't move from second spot. You know that you're a finals team. We've seen that last season. Part of you as a coach, you probably like to see this. I know you don't want to be on a 5-on-3, but you might sort of like to see a bit of grinding it out, a bit of grit here to work hard on the penalty kill and see a bit of ticker from your team.
They do lead the league in PK percentage at just under 80. So it's been an area they've excelled in this season as LaPlante's shot is wide. But 5-on-3, that's a whole different beast as Crompton pass across goal for Rapchuk. Back to 5-on-4 as Malcolm comes back on. So just a standard power play now for Brisbane. And Malcolm able to get it out of the zone. Salmons is going to try and attack this and kill some more seconds. We might even be back to even numbers now. So well done by the Inferno. Caught 5-on-3 in two separate situations and able to get out of it unscathed. Isla Malcolm. LaPlante did well defensively. In there again is LaPlante. Rapchuk lending a hand also. Taken now by Scala. Perth looking to tie this up. Clark Crompton and LaPlante go at it. Scala's in there too. They're not taking it easy, the Inferno, despite being locked into second spot. Brisbane haven't been taking it easy either. McClellan. First timer is off the mark, and Perry's got to find this puck, and she does.
A good save from Perry. Traffic in front. Georgia McClellan just feeding it D to D, and a big slap shot from the blue line. Could have gone anywhere. Perry was able to cover it up. But Sasha Irvine was outstanding for the Inferno on that penalty kill. A really solid defender for the Inferno. Was good again in that penalty kill.
One of those players who probably doesn't get a lot of plaudits, but she does all the nitty-gritty stuff. And she does it very well. Mahoney puts the spinner armour on almost. But it comes to nothing in the end. Costa. Lazy pass is cut off by Acker. Gets it over the blue line, but won't get much further. Game delicately poised. Perth got the win last night over Brisbane 3-1. Here's Salmons. Goes all the way. Deflected by Perry. Now Brisbane coming the other way. Dixon tried to lay it off. Fisher putting the pressure on, so too Costa, but it gets out the back. Salmons, just one defender to beat. But Perry, just amazing.
Well, Sarah Salmons, we know the speed, we know the shooting ability, and this is a big test now for the Brisbane Lightning, who are getting outshot in this period, 8-3. So the Perth Inferno are really starting to get going. They've got the one goal in the period as well. 2-1 game. It's a big, big test for the Lightning here.
Scala got it on target, but Perry able to look after it pretty comfortably. MCC now, poked away by LaPlante. Having herself a good game. Fisher onto the loose puck. Gets it out of there. Coming straight back, Del Basso, Bailey. Rapchuk will retrieve. Clark Crompton able to deflect though. So Rapchuk's going to take the more direct route this time. Clinic. Just gains territory so Brisbane can reset defensively. Georgia McClellan. This is Bailey. Starting to open up this game. It has over the last 10 or so minutes. Lakoviak is met solidly. Crompton. Acker's still going, but Rapchuk able to take it away from her. Lakoviak at the point, tries it from long range. Perry had to deflect it, and now she has the hold.
Well, it's all the Perth Inferno in this period, and they're really starting to work Perry now, getting shots on net. And that line, driven by Acker, usually has Lily McClellan sitting alongside Acker as well. They really do the hard work. They really do the grinding, chipping, chasing, forechecking, which sets it up for the likes of Salmons and Scala.
Been incredibly active this shift, no doubt about that. Making it very difficult for Brisbane to get out, but they do on this occasion, but not for long. McClellan, or was that McKenzie it was, pushes it back into the zone. Chance now for Acker, or is it Salmons? Salmons. Costa right on her back. Dixon there too. Isla Malcolm. Perry's got to go to work here. Did enough. Salmon's looking for the wraparound. Goes for the pass instead. Lakoviak. Deflected on the way through. And Brisbane, well, it's not pretty, but they are hanging on. Clinic into the zone. Molnarova's going to try and lock it in. Perth with plenty of numbers though. Scala. Mahoney takes possession of the puck. Dodging and weaving. Eventually her move comes unstuck. Here's LaPlante now. Get through the bodies. Can't quite do it, but Brisbane have the territory where they want it now. 5 to go. Scala. Looking for Salmons. Can't get it to her on the bank. Although it ends up with her on the deflection. Del Basso! Perry has been fantastic. Able to turn that one away. But it's not done yet, this attacking move. Crompton. Acker hot on her heels. Still going is Crompton, and eventually able to burn off Acker. Fisher lost control. McClellan. Olnerova couldn't quite handle it. Perth are just pushing and pushing and pushing. At the moment, they just can't find that breakthrough that they need.
Well, you can see the shot count in the distance. It's 22-12 now. So it shows you the influence the Inferno have in this period. But Del Basso, we're so used to Del Basso being able to finish. Had the one-on-one, the far post opened up. Just couldn't find a way past Perry.
It's going to be a nervy 3:45. No doubt about that for the Brisbane Lightning. Put themselves in position to win this game. And they might have a power play here, which will give them a big boost.
Will be Mackenzie having a seat in the box. And as you said, it's a big opportunity now for the Lightning to get a bit of breathing space on the Inferno.
Can potentially put this game away with a goal here on this power play. And somehow Perth have to try and manufacture some opportunities short-handed. First timer from Crompton. King's reflexes just terrific.
As we see some more push and shove as Mackenzie sits in the box for hooking. We know the Inferno will not sit back despite being on the penalty kill. Every opportunity they get, they will go forward. Especially the likes of Salmons will try and find open ice. As Sasha King shakes the head, Michael, not happy with something, and now skates off to cool off a little bit.
Don't usually see her show much emotion on the ice, but she's heated about something.
Well, it clearly shows that they're still heavily invested in this game despite the standings not being able to move, which is a good sign and a good thing for hockey.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Play it from both sides, getting under each other's skin. .330 to go.
So I think Molly Lakoviak has got 2 minutes for cross-checking, I believe. But I did hear a game misconduct in there, Michael, so we'll wait and see the official box score.
It sounded like goalie misconduct, but difficult to tell exactly. Meanwhile, it looks like we might have a timeout while we get all this sorted out.
has been one of those games, hasn't it? Just been a bit chippy and a bit edgy, and both teams really not taking a backward step. And after the blow of the whistle, if there's a stoppage, there's a bit of afters.
Absolutely. Absolutely, which is probably not what I would have expected with the Melbourne-Sydney result earlier today, but as you said before, it's good for the game. It's good to see, and it's great that we've still got a great crowd here in Brisbane watching what's been a highly entertaining game of hockey. And if the finals are going to be anything like this, sign me up. I'm very excited.
Well, I suppose it's any sports person, isn't it? Once they strap on their boots or their skates and they hit the ice, everything goes out the window, and you want to play as hard as you can. You want to win every game you're out there in.
So we are seeing spirit and toughness of these fantastic athletes put on a great show. They certainly don't take a backward step.
Has showed up on the box score, Michael. So Molly Lakoviak, 2 minutes for cross-checking, and Sasha King, unsportsmanlike conduct, 2 minutes.
So it's a 5-on-3. Was able to hold Brisbane on a 5-on-3 earlier in the game. Crompton. They're going to be patient here, Brisbane. LaPlante. Just cycling that puck. Crompton with the cut. It ends up with Clinic. LaPlante's got an opportunity. Had King beaten, I reckon, but it also was the wrong side of the post. Reload Brisbane. LaPlante looking for a wrap chuck tap in, couldn't quite find it. 2.5 remain. Wrap chuck again. LaPlante. Crompton. Player goes down in the slot. And Perth able to get it out of the zone. Salmons is lurking. Need to be careful here, Brisbane. Clinic, dangerously. Salmon's right with her. See, not long left in this 5-on-3 period. We'll be back to full strength in about 15 seconds. So last chance here for Brisbane to make something happen. Crompton. Fisher couldn't quite get a stick on it. King did really well, but she wasn't able to glove it. So no stoppage in play. 90 seconds to go. Final game of the regular season. LaPlante from the point, well wide. Clinic. Game being played on Brisbane's terms, although that could prove to be costly. As we get a whistle.
Well, that's just gutsy from the Perth Inferno. 5-on-3, not long after a 5-on-3, just a short time earlier, just to see that one out. Just over a minute remaining. They do have plenty of time to try and level this one up.
Had a few of these stoppages today with plenty of chat going on between the officials and the players and the benches.
When I look at a game like this, Michael, I do think back to the Lightning last season where they did play with a real edge to their game, and it was real chippy and in-your-face style of hockey. It does remind me of that. I wonder if they're trying to find that style of hockey again.
So you think that might be a directive from Coach Matthew Meyer to just say, look, let's get in the faces a little bit, all within the rules, of course, but let's try and be physical, be confrontational when you need to be, and if we can get under the skin of these opposition players, well, why not?
It was one of the things that the group acknowledged last season, that they did play with that. They weren't dirty or anything like that, but they played with a real edge and a real, positive get forward and sort of in-your-face style of play. And it was something that they really prided themselves on last season, and it just reminds me of that a little bit in today's game.
Well, maybe with a finals berth coming up, maybe not a bad time to get back to it, considering there'll be heavy underdogs going up against Adelaide in 13 days at the O'Brien Icehouse. Because the final schedule is out and the matchups have been finalised, so make sure you check it out on the AWIHL socials, and you can also get tickets. Promises to be a fantastic weekend of hockey at the O'Brien Icehouse, where we will crown a champion in the 24-25 AWIHL season. It's really last chance saloon stuff now for Perth to tie this up. Haven't gone the empty net as of yet. Del Basso into the offensive zone. Shot was blocked. They've got another opportunity. Perry gets the deflection on it. And the crowd is fired up.
David, look at the scoreboard. That King penalty looks like it's still winding down. So it must be a 5-on-4, despite what the box score said. It must have been a 5-minute.
And that's.
Well, there is 5 players. There is 5 players out there now, Michael. So it's interesting.
It is, yeah, because that scoreboard showed something different during the 5-on-3 period, which was when the King infraction occurred, I believe. So not too sure about that, but it's really just trying to push and find something there. Trying to cause chaos in front of Perry, and the puck was loose there for a moment. Did Perry get on top of it? I think so.
Good luck finding that puck.
Yep. I don't know how anyone was able to.
But there might be only seconds remaining, which if you get a clean face-off win and a one-timer, there is enough time to get one last shot on goal.
Oh, and that'll be the game plan here for the Inferno. Salmons to take the face-off. She does that, and it ends up with Perry. And it's fitting that Imogen Perry should finish with the puck, because she was unbeatable today. Brisbane get it done over the Inferno, 2-1, avenging the loss last night. They'll be playing in the finals in 2 weeks' time. So will Perth. And, well, it might be unlikely, Andrew, but tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch between these two on grand final day.
Absolutely. If anything's, today's a showcase of what finals might look like. Absolutely. The first 2 periods, the Brisbane Lightning seemed to control most of the play. That third period, the Inferno outshot the Lightning 16-5. Imogen Perry in net, absolutely outstanding, and the Lightning able to dig deep and hold on, and really gives us a little bit of a snapshot maybe of what finals might be like, not between these two teams, but their games that they have to play anyway, heading into finals with this type of performance.
Well, that closes the book on the AWIHL regular season for season 2024-25. Clinic and Molnar over the goal scorers for Brisbane. Sarah Salmons, the lone goal scorer for the Inferno. But there it is. We've got our finals set up in the AWIHL this season, and it promises to be a fantastic weekend of hockey in Melbourne on March 8 and 9. So make sure you get down there. You can get tickets. Keep an eye on socials. As we've said a number of times, it is going to be a hell of a weekend. But until then, thank you very much for your company on AWIHL.tv, catching us on YouTube, and of course, powered by Sportscast. And on behalf of Andrew McDougall and our terrific team behind the scenes, this is Michael Pepicelli signing off from Boondall Ice World, where Brisbane hang on to beat Perth 2-1.